A beloved classic N64 title, GoldenEye 007, is finally coming to the Xbox and Nintendo Switch, but we have some important details you're going to want to be aware of.
We're also going to talk about the latest Nintendo Direct and PlayStation State of Play, as well as the Call of Duty Next event and the Tokyo Game Show. We've got a lot to talk about right now on Gaming News Weekly. Gaming News Weekly is back. We are the best weekly video game news show out there. Every single Monday, we're bringing you all the biggest news happening in the video game industry. We come to you on Fruit Lab, on YouTube, podcast services everywhere. You have no reason not to be watching or listening to this. None at all. My name is E-Rock the Red. Every single week, I'm joined by this guy, Full Clip. How you doing this week, bud?
Doing all right, man. Yeah, it's a big gaming news week, getting hit from every side. Those are the kind I like, though, so that's good.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like them. It's overwhelming to me, dude. I didn't even know where to start, so I just cut everything out, and I said, let's just see what happens here.
Oh, yeah.
Our, the shared document that we put all the news on it was it was the longest it's been. So, yeah, lots of things happening here in the video game world. So, real exciting stuff. First of all, before we get into that, as we do every week, what have you been playing?
All right, this week I finally got a review copy. I was a little late. I didn't realize that it had already come out, but Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? I was looking forward to the new video game version based on the show.
What's the verdict? Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
I don't know. It didn't say.
I'll tell you what. I watched some gameplay of you playing it. Mm-hmm. I think we're on the fence about that one.
Yeah, maybe it's hard to tell. But it's like the game show. It's super specific questions that a fifth grader. I'm sure they learned it yesterday. But yeah, fun stuff. I like trivia games like that. Got the wife involved to play that, so good times overall.
Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed watching it. It was good stuff. There was one or two where I didn't know. But yeah, it was definitely fun. I was yelling I was watching it on my phone. I'm like, yo, dummy, get it right. But yeah, that's cool. I have been playing far too much Modern Warfare 2. I got in on the beta. I saw it was coming out, and I was like, all right, I know I'm getting the game. Saw the beta was coming out. I took out $100 worth of pips, bought the digital copy on PlayStation, and dude, I've been having a lot of fun. I haven't played in a while. I haven't played since, I don't know when the last one I played was. It's been a long time. And you could tell, man, my first few games were rough, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Very rough. Just getting the hang of everything, and so obviously I'm playing on the PlayStation. That's the only one that's out as this is being recorded. The I think PC and Xbox coming soon. So, but it's cool on the controller. It's got the the pressure sensitive triggers and stuff. So it's to bring your aim down the sights. It's there's a little tension there, and I had to get used to that because it slows things down, and it definitely changes it when you change your the optics, all the stuff that goes into it with the gunsmith and changing the weapon around. Because, at first it was real slow, and I'm like, A, aim down the sights, I was doing real slow, and then B, my hip fire was all over the place, so I was not doing well. As I'm progressing a little bit more, I'm able to dial in the gun a little bit and, go from there. I'm doing much better now, but it is a blast. I think there's only 3 maps right now, and I'm starting to get used to the maps. But, yeah, I'm excited for you to get in there and try it out because as someone who's been playing it regularly, the last version, I'm interested to see, your take, if it's better, worse, or, what the whole thing is.
If it's built on the same engine as Modern Warfare 2019, I have high hopes for this one. But I'll have to wait till next week. I think the PC beta is next week if I go ahead and pre-order. But it's a whole situation with the pips. Got to figure out whether I can spend them or use real money. Hate to do that.
Yep. I know, yeah. That's why I was just like, I'm just doing it, and like, yeah, they came immediately. It was nice. I just popped them on there, and I was playing right away. So definitely recommend it. I want to hear from everybody else what their take is on the beta. I've only played. There's a couple modes right now. I think there's a 6v6 like you're knocked out mode where like I don't know. I haven't played that, obviously. But I've only done deathmatch and like the capture the zones and stuff like that. So maybe I'll try the other one, the other mode, soon. I'd like
Gotcha.
Give
It's
it
like a
shot.
search and destroy, like neutral bomb, single elimination.
Something like, yeah, it's definitely single elimination, but there is revives. And yeah, I'm not certain what else, but yeah, I will report
Sounds
back.
cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to get back in there. So
I saw you played
move this
another
along.
game. Saw you played another
one?
game that was really good. Metal Hellsinger.
I did, yes. Let's move. Let's put our little infographic in here so we can move things along. Ready? Let's talk about some new releases from last week. First up, Metal Hellsinger. This came out September 15th on PC, PS5, and the Xbox Series X and S. This game, man, it's like it was made specifically for me. Have you tried it out?
I've not yet.
So what it is, it's a rhythm-based first-person shooter, and it's all brand new music created specifically for the game, and it's all metal music. So it's got like Serge Tankian from System of a Down has got vocals on there. The dude from Trivium, the singer from Arch Enemy, like all these great bands, their lead singers have like put their vocals on here. But the hook is you don't get to hear the lyrics, the singing, until you max out your multiplier. So the whole time there's a beat going, there's rhythm going, and you got to shoot to the beat, and you'll get either like a good or perfect. And depending on how well you're on the beat and getting these kills, your multiplier goes up. And then like once you hit 16, you feel like a god, dude. The metal comes in, and either it's like someone like growling or screaming or like nice singing along with the beat, and then it's just you're going through, and it's like, oh, it's perfect. But yeah,
That's nice.
I'm really, really enjoying it. It's on Game Pass, dude. Day one on Game Pass. I love Game Pass.
Yes.
Like, this is absolutely a game I was going to buy. Like, we talked about it last week. I was looking to see. I'm like, when's the release date for this? I want to check it out. And then, bam, it's just, all of a sudden, it's just there in my hands. And I'm rocking out and playing it. So,
I know there are competing ideas about Game Pass and whether or not you should subscribe to it. And some people say if it's a game that you want, you need to buy the physical copy. I mean, I think this is a good way to approach it because you know that this game is eventually going to fall off of there. But if you're that into it, you're going to be paying maybe $30, $20 down the road for it.
yeah.
So, Game Pass is just an incredible value for games like this.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to lie, man. I am a frugal son of a bitch, man. I don't got a ton of money. And I bought, I got the 3 years of Game Pass cheap. And I'm taking full advantage of it. Like, yes, there's games that are out there that I will, I would definitely buy them if like at some point I want them. But right now, man, if I got it and it's there and it's in front of me, I don't have to leave my house. I can just download it digitally. Like, it's happening. Like, I'm doing it. And especially with these brand new day one games you get to play. Like, the another one I was playing was You Suck at Driving. That's a super fun game. Don't know if I would have played it otherwise. I don't know if I would have bought it, but it's a great game, and it's just like, so there's multiplayer on there. You got to go around these tracks and like park in this parking spot. And I was playing the multiplayer, and it's just it's chaos. It's insanity. It's so much fun. It's another one I recommend. And that came out last week as well. It's not on our list, but let's move on to our next one on the list. Wayward Strand came out September 15th on everything. This one looks cool. Completely different from the last ones we're talking about. This one's just a visual novel. It's real chill. You just get to learn about some people in a flying hospital. That's pretty much it. So it's like an airborne hospital, and there's all these characters in the game. They all move about on their own, at their own pace, and the game plays out in real time. So, you may want to go talk to some old lady over here, or you may want to talk to some old lady over here. These are your options. Multiple old ladies to talk to. Who are you going to talk to? You're going to have to play twice to see what the other old lady's doing. Is she playing bingo? Is she taking a sponge bath? No one knows. You going to get this one?
Absolutely not. Yeah, that's not my style of game, like the dialogue-based visual novel style of game. I'm more in the camp of demon hunting metal stuff.
Yeah, this one, it would put me to sleep instantly. It sounds cool. It's got a real cool hook. I like it. If you're out there looking for a chill visual novel in an airborne hospital, look no further. And then last up, Return to Monkey Island came out September 19th. This came out on PC and Nintendo Switch. This is the 6th game of the Monkey Island series. It's a 2D point-and-click adventure game. Have you ever played any of these games?
No.
They're very popular back when 2D point-and-click adventure games were all the rage on PC and stuff like that. So this one, I know everybody's raved about it. It's got, puzzles, pirates, probably something else that starts with P that I can't think of right now, and I don't want to be crass.
Polygamy.
Okay, sure.
Sure, probably.
Sure. I really hope so.
Yeah, this whole series was kind of foreign to me, but I've seen so much press on this that I knew it's got to be big or good or something.
Yeah. Now, I know the original writer, the creator of the game, is back doing his thing. I don't know if he left and came back. That was one of the things, though. It was like, this guy, he's doing it. I didn't write his name down, but he's there. And we recognize you, sir. Keep up the good work. All right, those were our big new releases from last week. It's time to talk news, baby. News of the week. Okay, so last week, everything decided to happen all at once. We got a Nintendo Direct. We got a PlayStation State of Play. We got the Call of Duty Next event talking about all the stuff happening in Call of Duty. And then Tokyo Game Show happened over the weekend. So lots of stuff to talk about. Some big news. A lot of not very big news. So we'll go through. We'll tell you all the juicy deets that you need to know. So Nintendo Direct happened. The big news that happened: Breath of the Wild sequel, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom was teased. They didn't really show us anything or give us any real information about it. No, release date or anything. So, yeah. Oh no, wait, they did give us a release date. May 12th, 2023. That's a ways off. Not too long, I guess. So,
yeah,
we're cruising through this year. It's surprising. Isn't
yeah.
it insane? It's September. What is happening? But yeah, did you play Breath of the Wild?
I'd started it. I got a feel for it, and then I knew it was going to be like a long investment if I were to keep going, so I backed out.
Yep, I 100% the exact same thing. It looked cool. I enjoyed my brief time with it, but it just wasn't. I don't think I was in the mood for it then. I didn't want some giant accomplishment in front of me, but I know a lot of people are really hyped for this one. So many people think Breath of the Wild is one of the greatest games ever made. So we'll see how Tears of the Kingdom shakes out. Another one, Pikmin 4 is going to arrive sometime 2023. Didn't get much other information from that, but Pikmin fans, rejoice. This is another one that I always wanted to get into it, but it's like a management thing, dude. I can't control all these little dudes running all over getting stuff for me. Just let me do it myself, little Pikmin things. And then Fire Emblem Engage. Not Engaged. That would be a different game. But this was announced as a new Fire Emblem game. We talked about it recently, how big those games are to the Nintendo Switch. So there's another one coming January 20th, 2023. It's happening. You got a Switch? What do you play on your Switch?
Not much.
No.
The big problem with the Switch is that it's so hard to capture footage, and I have this mentality of like, if it's playtime, it's content.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of Disney Dreamlight Valley is the one thing that's really brought me back to the Switch.
That's right. I remember you were into that. So a few other games. Octopath Traveler 2 was announced. Fans of JRPGs get excited for that. I know my buddy who loves JRPGs. He loved the first one and all these other ones, Project Triangle and whatever these other things are. But that's coming out February. I just made up a month. September. I don't even know when that would be. September.
The entire span of February through September.
Yeah, so September 24th, 2023, Octopath Traveler 2. Then they showed a little bit more of Bayonetta 3, new Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm game. That's like the Final Fantasy Rhythm game. And then one of the biggest announcements there, in my opinion, GoldenEye 007 coming to Nintendo Switch Online with online multiplayer, right?
Oh yeah.
So that was pretty. Were you a big fan of this game back in the day?
Yeah, I mean, I played it quite a bit. Didn't have like as big of parties as it seems like some people did with like 4-player split screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, still really really good game for its time.
Yeah, exactly. And it'd be interesting to see. So many people are losing their mind about this announcement. Now, in addition to this Nintendo announcement, it was also announced that it's going to be coming to Xbox via Game Pass, and now there's some differences with them. So 007 on Switch, I believe that it is just a straight port of the game, an emulated version of the game on their Nintendo Switch Online series, but now with multiplayer. The Xbox version is going to be a slightly remastered one, HD 4K, but only local gameplay, no online multiplayer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's weird. I don't know what's happening with the way this was released. I know there's different owners and stuff with Rare and Microsoft and Nintendo and all that stuff happening, but yeah, everybody was hoping for that new 007, the remaster, whole big package with all this stuff, and this is not that. Neither of these versions are that. So,
well, this is called GoldenEye 007 HD, but I'm not entirely sure. Like, if that is that an HD remaster? Or, yeah, it's a little confusing, and it's still early.
The
with
Nintendo
all this just being released.
Says that.
Yeah, it says HD on Nintendo Switch and Xbox.
All right, so yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's. I mean, what's HD on Nintendo Switch even? So,
yeah.
But yeah, it's exciting. Now, this was one of the things that was announced at this Nintendo Direct that really got me thinking if I want to upgrade to the Nintendo Switch Online expansion, because not only the GoldenEye, but also Pilot Wings, Mario Party 2, Mario Party 3, Pokemon Stadium 2, 1080 Snowboarding, and Excitebike 64 all joining the service between now and 2023. So, those are some huge games. So,
oh, yeah. I'd love to play Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 again. Those were fantastic games.
I never played those. And I think, my kid's super into Pokemon now, and I think he'd be into those ideas. And not only that, he's also into, he on YouTube regularly just watches people play, Mario Party, beating, different levels or playing the different levels of the Mario Party games. And he was like, one day he's showing me, he's like, I want to play this. I'm like, dude, that's, on an old, we can't play that unless we get, a Nintendo 64. And now it's available. So I'm like, I think I'm going to have to. In addition to that, though, at a later event, I think it was at maybe the Tokyo Game Show, they showed the Sega games coming out to that, and Earthworm Jim is one of them. So I was man, another one of my favorite games from a while back. So,
Now, I never thought we would be here. There used to be such a bitter rivalry between Sega and Nintendo.
Uh-huh.
And it's a little ironic. Nintendo used to make games for Sega systems. Now the Sega system is on the Nintendo system.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I don't know what happened to Sega, but at least we get cool, free retro games.
Yep.
Or, close to free.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't even know how much it is to upgrade. I'll have to look into it. But yeah, I'm really thinking about it because those are some great games coming out. Maybe I'll wait until they are officially out on the system. But yeah, I'm excited. The other one that got me excited, the Nintendo Switch Sports Golf was announced as it's coming to the Nintendo Switch Sports as a free update. That's one of the games I do regularly play on my Switch is the sports game, the bowling. Now I'm going to be playing golf. Living my middle-aged man dream up in the spare bedroom. What else? They showed a bunch of Splatoon, Resident Evil Village stuff coming to the cloud version of the the Nintendo Switch. Harvest Moon Wonderful Life getting a remake. A bunch of farming simulators. Everybody was like, how much farming games are there coming out? But there's a big market for these like cozy games now. I don't know if it requires 46 of them to come out, but they're there. Obviously, people are buying them. You're buying all of them. If it's got farming and breeding in it, Full Clip owns it.
I'm there. I'm on it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. One note I'll go back to with the 007 is that if you own the rare replay, that GoldenEye 007 is included and free of charge for you. So they're not going to try to resell you the game.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's like do they do like the backwards compatibility? They're always good about the backwards compatibility action with Xbox. And then some other games, some games that have been out on other systems coming to the Switch. Some great games. Tunic, definitely recommend checking out Tunic. That's a fantastic Zelda kind of Souls-like game. It Takes Two, Game of the Year, coming to the Nintendo Switch. Sifu, Kung Fu Action, coming to Nintendo Switch. So lots of really cool stuff. And then Tales of Symphonia Remastered. That was a game. That was one of the first like Tales games I played. One of the first. It's so for anybody not familiar with these, they're like JRPGs, but they also have like couch co-op that you could play. And me and my buddy, we played all these Tales games. This was the first one we played. This is the one that got us hooked. And there's a remaster coming out on not just the Switch. It's coming out on all the systems sometime later in 2023. So that was the other exciting news. Other than that, a lot of stuff happened at this Direct. I'm not going to go through it all. It was a lot of just meh, nothing that knocked my socks off. Nothing that blew my hair back. More Just Dance 2023. I know you really appreciated that the last time we talked about it.
Can we get like a Katy Perry DLC or something to blow me away?
We can only wish. Was there anything that I did not mention that showed up at the Direct that you were hyped for?
Nah, not really.
Yeah, I nailed it all, dude. I know what you like. And that's why I mentioned Just Dance 2023. All right, another thing that happened, the PlayStation State of Play for September came out. And this is another one that was this happened right after the Nintendo Direct, and I was like, I'm excited for this. I watched it live. I was like, shit's going to happen here. Not a ton of great stuff. Fans of the series Tekken, is this for you? Tekken 8 was officially announced, and they showed a little trailer. Looks great. I always liked fighting games, but I'm never good enough to like play online, so I just do the story mode, and then that's it. Then I move on. Like every time I buy the Mortal Kombat every year, and I never go online. I'll get destroyed.
To play online, you have to be like a seasoned master veteran at the game.
Exactly. They had a new Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. This is a PlayStation VR 2 game. So they showed a trailer for that. That looks really cool. The more I see with these PlayStation VR 2 titles, the more, like I tell you this, I go back and forth every single week. I'm like, do I want one? I never play the one I have, but this one looks really cool.
I did see one detail about the PlayStation VR 2 that I don't think we had in the document, but they've officially said that it's not going to be backward compatible with the first.
Right. Which is stupid. But I get it. It's a whole new thing. If they could maybe do like PSVR 2 upgrades, you pay a couple bucks or whatever if you already have like Beat Saber. Because, I mean, I don't know what more you need to do to that to make it compatible. I don't know. This is the same thing that happened with PS3 and to the PS3 when PS4 came out. It was like, nothing is backwards compatible. Screw you. So, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, a bunch of PSVR 2 games. They showed a really cool Hogwarts Legacy exclusive quest that's only for PlayStation consoles, this really got me thinking. I'm like, so now that we're adding like exclusive bits inside the game that it's only for PlayStation, it's weird, man. It's weird that that's a thing now that we do. Another thing that I thought was really cool, Pacific Drive. They announced this is a new game from Ironwood Studios, and it's like you drive around in this like woody station wagon during like a post-apocalyptic world, and I have no idea what's going on, but like the station wagon is like the player. It's like the character in this game. It's really, really interesting. So that one is very exciting. They talked about the PlayStation Stars loyalty program. That's going to be rolling out sometime soon. And then, just a bunch of other random, things. Neo, Project Eve is renamed Stellar Blade. So, yeah.
Still not a lot of answers on that PlayStation Stars thing either. Like, where are these digital trophies that you're going to show off to your friends, or so they say?
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, they showed some of the the little things you get. They're not NFTs. Just, they do want to make that clear. But, who knows what the hell they are. I don't. No one does.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the PlayStation State of Play. So both the Nintendo Direct and PlayStation State of Play, I was hyped for, and I was let down at both of them. Nothing really to my taste. I'm sure there were a lot of people, fans of Breath of the Wild or fans of Tekken, that were excited after these, but didn't really do much for me. What about you? Were you
I feel you there.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some titles that came out that do look interesting, like the new open world samurai game looks awesome.
Yeah.
Give that a try.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of cool games, but still, yeah, nothing like, no big announcements or anything like that. Just stuff that we're already aware of, just, further looks at them.
Yeah.
Which I like to look at things. All right, but those weren't the only two events that we had last week. One that I was excited for, the Call of Duty Next Showcase. Basically, anything having to do with Call of Duty, they talked about at this thing. The new Call of Duty mobile game, the new Warzone mobile, Warzone 2.0, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It was all there. Lots of information, so we're not going to go too deep into all the information, but there are a lot of really cool videos that kind of show you what you can expect from Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, and even the Warzone mobile. So definitely seek those out. So what they did show, they showed Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 and gave us a release date. It's coming out November 16th. For PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox XS, and PC. Now, I was under the impression that this was a next-gen only game. So, when I did see that it was for PS4, maybe it was that there's not cross-play or something like that. Maybe PS4 is also, I don't know. I don't know any of the specifics. But, yeah, I was surprised to see PS4 and Xbox One on that list, because I remember them saying that, like, yeah, we can't do this because this is like purely next gen, baby. But we'll find out more, and I could be entirely wrong, just because I'm just basing this off of someone else's hard work that I'm reading on the internet. So I will blame them if it is wrong. We also got a look at the map for Warzone 2.0. Al Mazrah. This is it's like a desert map with a bunch of cities throughout it, and there's going to be multiple circles in this one rather than just the one. I like that idea. So it's not as congested at the end. Say there's a bunch of people left, everybody's like kind of jammed in that little circle. So I think that's a really cool idea. Multiple circles. I'm in. I'm going back to Warzone for 2.0. Are you?
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm over the idea of battle royales for the moment.
I'm gonna check it out. I had a lot of fun early on, and then as soon as that, as soon as you stop playing it regularly and everybody starts like being amazing, then it's just like I drop it. I wait 10 minutes. I drop in and I die in 30 seconds, and I got to do it again. I ain't got time for that shit. But I'm definitely gonna check out the new one. So they also talked more about Modern Warfare 2. They gave us all the details about the beta, which is happening now. We talked about that. And then talked about, some of the modes and stuff coming to Modern Warfare 2. So it's going to have the, it's going to have like a raid mode. There's a third-person mode for some of these things, which is interesting.
Yeah, did you see the video of the third person?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks interesting. It's not like the classic Call of Duty that we've all played. I'm not sure how it'll work because it seems like it kind of gives the person in third person a bit of an advantage of like peeking around corners.
Yeah, much
things that you can do
wider
with
view for sure.
Yeah, and higher up, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So just have to see how well that works out in practice.
Yes. And then talk about the 6v6 knockout, which I still have to try. But yeah, it's happening. And then they talked about Warzone Mobile launching in 2023. It's got 120 players, and it looks good. It looks good for a mobile game. I'm excited to see. I don't know if I'll get out in that version of Warzone, but it surprised me. It really did. It looked like a full-fledged game. Absolutely. So I mean, there's so much more that they talked about at this event. So, that was just the tip of the proverbial iceberg.
Yeah, I appreciated the new multiplayer trailer that they showed a little bit of. Not like actual gameplay, but a sense of some of the maps and things like that. They did a deeper dive on some of the maps and explained like the backstory.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was exactly. You want to look at the maps, get a sneak peek at what to expect. Definitely, there's some great videos that came from this event, and then a lot of videos of just your favorite streamers at this event playing Call of Duty. It was a really cool thing. This Call of Duty Next, especially with so much happening in this world, in the world of Call of Duty. I think it was a hit. All right, and then. Are we done talking about Call of Duty? Did I move too fast through that?
I think that's everything.
All right. And then the big weekend event, Tokyo Game Show 2022, happened. Not a ton of big announcements at this event. I expected more. It ebbs and it flows with this Tokyo Game Show. Some years there's nothing really exciting. Some years there's some big announcements. This year was one of those where there wasn't much in the way of big announcements. A lot happened. A lot of more Japanese oriented games and stuff like that. So, and that's every year at it. But some of the major things. One of the things that I was excited about. That at the Xbox event, they just said, we're like, okay, we're going to give you a ton more games on Game Pass. And here they are, and they're coming out like today. So it was like The Walking Dead, I think. Or no, that one's coming soon. What was the one that came out? Oh, Ni no Kuni, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Danganronpa version 3, and a couple other ones are just like, here you go. These are on Game Pass right now. Go check them out. And then they announced that Turnip Boy Robs a Bank, the sequel to the beloved Turnip Boy commits tax fraud.
Yeah.
And Walking Dead.
Real game's not a joke.
Yes, it's a good game. Walking Dead, Valheim, Big Con, Rainbow Billy. I don't know what some of these are. They're all coming soon to Game Pass. So like it was they're really focusing on letting us know that their Game Pass, it's still happening. It's big things happening.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a cool announcement. What else? Yakuza. A lot about the Yakuza. They announced a game, Yakuza. So one of the things, not Yakuza anymore. It's now Like a Dragon. They're moving past the Yakuza name. But so Like a Dragon Ishin is coming soon. I don't know if there was a date attached to that one. But if you're a fan, I think that's 2023, they said. You ever get into the Yakuza series? There's like a million of those games now.
Not since like the very first one.
Okay. Yeah, the Like a Dragon one was really good. It's like a role-playing game. It's not so much I mean, the earlier ones were, like kind of like Japanese Grand Theft Auto,
Yeah.
when everything was something Grand Theft Auto. And they've grown. So I think it's good that they're moving past the Yakuza name, and especially now that they're moving kind of past the idea of focusing on just Yakuza. Now they're going back to like, the 18th century or whatever before Yakuza, so they can tell stories there and stuff. So we got a lot about the Yakuza Like a Dragon titles coming out. So some real cool stuff. Like a Dragon 8, Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name. So, if you're a fan of those games, this was the event. This was the event for you, Tokyo Game Show 2022. Let's see. What else?
One Piece Odyssey. That's a big one for a lot of people. I've not watched this anime, but I hear it's like fantastic and 1,000 episodes long.
I know. This is one that's like on my list. If I ever decide that like I want to go watch more anime, I think I would really like One Piece. Is this the one where it's like they're on a pirate ship?
Yeah, I believe so.
And the guy Luffy, is that him? See the one, and he could like stretch his body or something. I don't know.
Oh,
they all have like superpowers, and I was like, this looks really cool. But yeah, that one has got a they came out with the release date, January 13th, 2023. So a little bit delayed. It was supposed to come out in 2022, but not too far off. What else? Street Fighter 6 they talked about. They showed that, the full launch and the roster reveal for that. And then Sonic Frontiers. We got a look at that.
There was, I think we covered Deathloop coming to Game Pass this week, but there's also an update that's going to extend the ending of the game.
I didn't even mention Deathloop coming. That's the big one. That's coming. Extending the game. One thing that I noticed that we did get a big, a kind of a better look at is how these Bethesda games. Like, we're getting a lot more of them, a little bit more focus on them. Like Deathloop is Bethesda game. It had PlayStation exclusivity for a while, and right now it's like, all right, this is happening. We're doing it. In addition to being on Game Pass, here's a bigger ending, and there's more gameplay. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. And Suikoden 1 and 2, very, very popular games from the PlayStation 1 era, maybe. Those are getting remasters. I know that was one where everybody was freaking out about that. I've never played that, but I like to say Suikoden, and I don't even know if that's the proper way of saying it, but I like to say it. Monster Hunter, got some more information about that. Wolong Fallen Dynasty, they did announce demo available now, but it's only available I think until the 25th. It's a limited time demo. I haven't tried it yet though. I meant to download it, and check it out. I've just been obsessed with Call of Duty though, so
Yeah.
I'll check it out. I'll do. We're talking about content. I'll do the demo, put it up. Slang the tent is what we like to say. You know what I'm saying? Slanging tent. What else? Anything else? Exoprimal. That game, they got a new trailer for that. That one's going to be sweet. It's that multiplayer game where you, like, fight dinosaurs in, like, these mech suits.
Yeah.
Anything...
looked interesting.
Yeah, anytime we get a trailer for that, I'm eyes on it, you know? I'm excited for that. So, yeah, those were all the big things. Oh, and Eden Gate. Did you watch that trailer for Eden Gate?
Which game is that?
So it's the game that's very much like every other game like this, where like it's a girl like wakes up in a hospital and like she doesn't know, she lost her memories and it's like spooky.
Oh, yeah.
So that one, it looked good though. It looked like a quality game, but very much used premise.
Yeah, there's one game that like I'm scrolling the full list and I cannot find it. So I don't even know what the name is, but you're either this girl or this guy. I'm not sure which character is the main focus there.
I like
You're
this.
in a mech suit, and it's sort of like the old Mech Warrior style of mechs, where you can just be like zooming around sideways, and it looks like it's sort of similar to that Exoprimal, and you're fighting some sort of dinosaur beast. But it looked good.
Okay, maybe it was at Exoprimal, and because it sounds right up that thing. I don't know, but yeah, I'm in. Anytime you get to play a lady in a mech suit, I'm in. That's one of my characters from. That's one thing we forgot. Overwatch 2. Tons of announcements from Overwatch 2 at this game show. And one of them being a new support character, like Kuriko or something, was announced. She's like a healer, and she has a fox that's like a glowing fox. It's like her Patronus. And it looks great. I'm excited. More and more stuff is leaking out about this Overwatch 2. Most people are really upset and butthurt about the whole free-to-play thing. I'm down with it. I'm cool with it. I'm going to buy the Battle Pass or whatever. Yeah, I'm excited. October 4th, we'll be getting Overwatch 2.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask how that works because I saw a headline that's like, Overwatch 1 dies October 3rd. I thought, okay, isn't it the same game? It just rolls over to a new title or something?
Basically, yeah. So October 2nd, Overwatch 1 goes offline to switch the servers to October. I keep saying October instead of Overwatch. Overwatch 2, which comes out October 4th. So it's pretty interesting that a game that like I paid for is just like going to be gone. It doesn't exist any longer. Yeah. It's weird, right? Like, you know, I bought this game, just doesn't exist. So yeah, very strange. But yeah, that was, I mean, again, we ran through with just some of our favorite announcements from this Tokyo Game Show, and there was hundreds of games shown off and stuff like that. A lot of indie stuff, a lot of very Japanese-oriented stuff. So definitely go check out a full list of the games and announcements that came out of that. So otherwise, we'd be here all day. We ain't got time for that. Yeah, and I think that's it. We had a bunch of other stuff on our list, but we're already like looking 40 minutes in here. We gotta dial it back. You got anything else you want to add?
Yeah, quick addition. Something that I just kind of scrolled past. I don't have a lot of details on, but Sims 4, the base game has gone free to play no matter what system you're on. So you can go grab that and play it. I think the idea is they'll sell you the DLC.
That was gonna be my, because there's like 3,000 like packs of like content you could get in that. So it's just probably the base game free to play, and then you got to buy like the pets or the concerts. Okay.
Yeah, so you can add those on piecemeal. Buy what you like if you want to buy anything, but base game's still pretty fun, pretty expansive. And then the big one, the big story. This is only a few hours old, so there's not a lot of information.
Breaking news.
GTA 6 has... Yes. GTA 6 has leaked over, I think, 90 videos of the pre-alpha gameplay of the game, and we know that it's real, or at least that it sure seems that way, because Take-Two is pinging YouTube channels, anywhere that this stuff gets uploaded.
Yeah.
DMCA takedowns.
Yep. It's pretty crazy, dude. This is a huge... Now, I didn't want to, like, give too much attention to this because it's... it was gotten through illegal means. But we got to talk about it. That's a good point, man. Like, so, yeah, it was this hacker, Teapot Tuber hacker, posted a zip file to GTA forums, 90 footage clips from GTA 6. Also, GTA 5 and 6 source code and assets leaked, which I don't know if he's selling or just putting it out there, which is crazy, dude. So, yeah, it's out there. I watched some of the clips. It's like, it does fit the, it's the Bonnie, they talked about it's the Bonnie and Clyde type thing. A woman and a man, like, robbing, like a coffee shop or a diner or something like that. And then you see, there's parts where, you see that it is Vice City, so we're back in Vice City. So, crazy. It sucks for Rockstar that this happened, but, I mean, how long have we waited for any information about this friggin' game?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think this is, like, the first official well, it's not even official confirmation, but the first strong suggestion that it's going to be in Vice City. It's been a rumor, but, I mean...
Yep.
There are a lot of rumors.
Yeah. Yeah, so even this, it's like, it's a mixture of very early gameplay footage and stuff like that. So, yeah, we'll see how it compares to the final product. But, yeah, there's 2 hours worth of content out there that you can go watch from other websites that probably... may show this. I don't know. I think any of the big websites are not going to be showing any of this.
Yeah.
Because they're going to get flagged.
Probably due for a disclaimer there. Be careful what you're clicking on, where you're looking. Make sure that the URLs are legitimate, things like that, because there are going to be a lot of people trying to exploit this right now. Yeah,
absolutely. I don't even know if I'll include, there might have just been something over to the left here. Showing some of it, but maybe not. We'll see how hard they start coming down on some of these YouTube clips airing it. But yeah, it's crazy, dude. Crazy stuff. But I'm glad we got to see it, know that it's real, and that it's gonna happen eventually. But and a female protagonist, you love to see it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, mom jeans galore.
Absolutely. All right. That's it, right? That's it now? Okay. That's it. Thanks so much for checking out this episode of Gaming News Weekly. My name is Erect the Red. This is Full Clip. We are both individually on Fruit Lab, posting, slinging that tent, as we say now. And, yeah, you can check out our videos there. I'm going to be putting a Wolong demo up real soon, so go check that out. You can also check out a bunch of other content from me on YouTube at Pop Culture Playground, and then YouTube Full Clip. He's on there under Game Facts, GAMEFAX. You can also see him on Twitch as Full Clip _FL. And then, podcast services anywhere you can listen to this. You could watch it first, and then when you have to leave your house to go to like your job or like the store, then you listen to us, and you just like the stuff you missed the first time around, bam, you're getting it through your ear holes.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and TikTok. I always forget about TikTok, but
Oh yeah.
Subscribe there. You get all the meaty bits from the show with all this bullshit taken right out. Who wants to listen to us talk for like 40 minutes about nothing? You go to TikTok, bam, 2 minutes. You're getting the meaty bits, as you like to say.
Mm-hmm. When I'm slinging tent.
Slinging tent, meaty bits. All right, that's all we got. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week with more Gaming News Weekly.